Fear and anxiety are universal human experiences. Fear can be debilitating, turn excessive or irrational, negatively impacting our happiness, goals, and overall well-being. In seeking wisdom on overcoming destructive fears, we can look to the ancient philosophy of Stoicism. The Stoics realized that while external events cannot always be controlled, we have power over our judgments, values, and internal responses. Through discipline, logic, and practice, Stoics developed practical principles for managing fear and meeting life's inevitable difficulties with courage. This video will explore vital Stoic strategies and perspectives that enable us to temper unhealthy anxiety, live fully in the present moment, focus on what is within our control, and patiently strengthen our character. Applying Stoic wisdom, we can reduce fear's power over our lives. Understand that fear is natural, but can be overcome. Fear is a natural and intuitive emotion, experienced by all humans. However, excessive or irrational fear can be detrimental and paralyzing. The Stoic philosophers realized this and developed practices and perspectives to overcome destructive fears. The Stoics understood that while we cannot always control external events, we have power over how we respond internally. With logic and discipline, we can temper unhealthy fear. Practice mindfulness to become aware of irrational fears. Many of our fears are exaggerated or unreasonable. Through mindfulness and meditation, Stoicism teaches us to pay close attention to our fearful thoughts. This self-awareness helps us discern when fear is disproportionate to the actual threat. Often, just recognizing that a fear is irrational is the first step to dissipating its power over us. We realize we are wasting energy fretting over unlikely outcomes. Focus on what you can control. Stoicism tells us to focus our energy on what we can control: our judgments, values, desires, and actions. Practicing this discipline reduces anxiety. If we did all we reasonably could to prepare for an event, we accept that fretting will not change the outcome. Stoics control fear by managing expectations and limits. Be present in the moment. Much anxiety involves worrying about the future. What if this happens? Stoicism recommends living in the present moment. Fully experiencing the now prevents us from getting lost in fearful projections of an undetermined future. Each moment is manageable. Fear rises when we imagine the unknown future negatively. Remember that virtue is what matters most. For Stoics, all external things, health, wealth, reputation, are transient and cannot provide true happiness. What matters is our virtuous character and making the right choices. We worry less about external misfortunes by focusing on developing wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Our essential value lies in our moral character, not vulnerable external things. Accept what you cannot change. Attempting to control uncontrollable events is a source of anxiety. Stoics practice radical acceptance of situations they cannot change. Instead of fruitlessly resisting, they conserve energy and adapt to life's obstacles. Granting serenity comes from admitting the limits of our power. We reduce stress by focusing on where we can make a difference. View challenges as opportunities for growth. Fear often arises when we view adversity as catastrophic. Stoics realize struggles and setbacks are inevitable in life. They practice seeing difficulties as opportunities to test and strengthen their character. Each hardship holds the potential for us to learn more wisdom. This growth mindset allows Stoics to meet trials with courage instead of anxiety. Surround yourself with positive role models. Those around us shape our thinking. Stoics thus emphasized surrounding themselves with role models exhibiting wisdom, perseverance, and leadership. Emulating people who overcame challenges gives us the courage to do the same. Their self-discipline rubs off on us. We can better manage fear when supported by those who inspire bravery. Develop healthy coping mechanisms. Stoicism encourages developing routines and habits that reduce anxiety. This includes meditation, journaling, physical exercise, time in nature, and other practices that calm our mind and body. Pleasant distractions, hobbies, and volunteering can also help manage fear. Seeking professional counseling is wise when anxiety disrupts our functioning. Make progress one small step at a time. Significant change happens gradually through small, consistent actions. To tackle anxiety, Stoics recommend making incremental progress. Each positive choice builds our courage, wisdom, and serenity. Small victories accumulate rather than demanding instant fearlessness. We patiently work to overcome apprehension gradually. Stoic philosophy offers timeless wisdom for managing fear. Though life brings inevitable difficulties, we can reduce anxiety by focusing on what we can control, living virtuously, accepting what we cannot change, and gradually strengthening our character. With logic and discipline, fear can be overcome. Stoic philosophy provides enduring wisdom for overcoming destructive fears through self-discipline and logical principles. Though life presents inevitable difficulties, we can reduce anxiety by directing our energies toward virtue, focusing on the present, accepting what we cannot change, and patiently strengthening our character through small, positive steps. With time and practice, irrational fears lose their power over us. Living in alignment with Stoic principles allows us to meet life's challenges with tranquility and wisdom. Stoicism teaches us to face fears with rationality and control what we can. Understand fear is in the mind. Focus on what's within your control and accept what you can't change. This mindset helps to overcome fear by shifting perspective and finding inner peace.